Ну, я думаю, намного опаснее в том, если, например, брать именно панчера, тот же Моралес. Я не думаю, что в 77, что Топурия будет такой же опасный, как в 70. Как говорится, с Алиэкспресса, да?
Islam Makhachev has stunned the MMA world as he claims Michael Morales is a bigger threat in striking at welterweight than Ilia Topuria, and he makes it clear that power is the difference in his eyes. He sees Morales as a serious finisher at 170, someone who can change a fight with a single clean shot, while he questions how Topuria's success at a lower division will translate against naturally bigger, stronger opponents. For Islam, welterweight is a different world, and he doesn't view Topuria as the same kind of danger if he decides to move up.
Ну, я думаю, намного опаснее в том, если, например, брать именно панчера, тот же Моралес. Каждое попадание он людей спать отправляет. Если стоять перед ними и пропускать удары, каждый будет опасен. Но я не думаю, что в 77, что Топурия будет такой же опасный, как в 70. Потому что там уже размеры другие, что и вес другой, и рост другой, что намного проще бойцам 77 будет драться с Топурией. И я не вижу никаких угроз для себя, если Топурия поднимется в 77. Я уже много раз повторялся, то я только за такого боя. Про что мы и говорили, будет большое шоу, фанатам интересно. И это будет в плане медиа очень большой.
Michael Morales makes it clear he doesn't see Islam Makhachev as some untouchable force, and he refuses to put him on a pedestal. In his eyes, Islam is just another man across the cage, not someone to fear or admire. Morales believes hype means nothing once the fight starts, and he's ready to treat the lightweight king like any other opponent standing in his way.
No la pelean, o sea, no una amenaza, pero tampoco le tengo mucho respeto, que digamos, ¿me entiendes? Él es un deportista igual que yo, él es una persona igual que yo, sangre igual que yo, así que simplemente lo único que yo quiero es quitarle el título. Él puede tener su legado, su historia, pero eso es de él, no es mío, ¿me entiendes? Lo mío es lo mío, yo he trabajado muy fuerte por lo que yo quiero y pues no le voy a dar ese respeto de que, eres el campeón, todos los honores del mundo, no, yo quiero ser campeón, ¿me entiendes? Entonces, en mi cabeza está de que pues voy a trabajar muy fuerte para quitar el título a alguien. No me voy a poner a decir o a idolatrar a alguien que pues, todo el mundo lo admira.
Islam Makhachev also confirms his fight with Ilia Topuria won't happen at the White House event. He notes that Topuria already has an opponent and says the UFC isn't looking to make that matchup right now.
Ислама, если Илья и Gaethje сразятся в главном событии, ты бы согласился бы со главным поучаствовать?
Ну, так не принципиально для меня драться со главным или в главном. В начале карьеры я дрался в первом поединке турнира. Так что это не такой принципиальный вопрос для меня. Да, думаю, в Белом доме точно не будет, потому что у него уже есть соперники. UFC в этом бою пока не заинтересован. У меня уже есть так потенциальные соперники. 3-4 человека в моем дивизионе в 77 килограмм, которые уже, можно сказать, заслужили драться за пояс. Так что я думаю, ближайший 2026 год маловероятный поединок.
Islam Makhachev was eager to compete at the White House card and has told the UFC he expects to be booked soon. He sees the event as a rare chance to leave his mark in MMA history, but now fans are once again missing out on a showdown between two of the best fighters of this generation.
If somebody wants, let's do it. I tell them I will be ready soon. If White House, of course, I want to be in White House because it's maybe one and only we will make the fighting in White House. I want to be in history. Now I'm already make good money, which one enough for my family, you know. And now I have everything before. It's also not coming in my dream, you know. Now I just ready, you know. I training every day, still hungry, still fighting, still want to be champion.
So, fans are now left wondering when Islam Makhachev will step back into the cage, and Khabib Nurmagomedov finally provides an answer. Islam is expected to return after Ramadan, with a fight likely around June or July, and plans for his next matchup already underway.
Islam gonna come back around June, July, or May, who knows. After Ramadan he will fight. Now we're working on his next fight. It's like same goal, brother. Same goal. Look. stay on top, and that's it.
On the other hand, Islam Makhachev also shuts down any talk that his matchup with Ian Garry carries the same fire as the legendary Ireland versus Dagestan showdown from years ago. He believes that rivalry was built on a different level of stardom, and he doesn't see this fight reaching that kind of moment. In his view, people are forcing a comparison that simply doesn't belong, and he makes it clear he doesn't put Ian Garry in that same category.
Можно ли назвать бой с Гэри такой второй частью ирландско-дагестанского противостояния?
Как говорится, с Алиэкспресса, да?
Islam Makhachev learned about the Ian Garry matchup through media reports, not direct discussions with the UFC. From his perspective, there have been no official talks about that fight. Instead, attention remains on the White House event, which he views as the most likely scenario at this point.
Кстати, вот если говорить про будущее, Ислам, сейчас практически все уже западные СМИ пишут информацию о том, что твоим следующим соперником станет Иан Мачадо Гарри. Можешь подтвердить как-то это? То есть насколько от UFC уже была такая информация?
У меня, честно, вот только то, что в медиа я сам прочел, а так даже никаких конкретных переговоров насчет именно этого соперника у меня не было.
Islam Makhachev tells Ian Garry he's better off focusing on something else than trying to level up his wrestling. He makes it clear that years of lifetime experience on the mat can't be matched by a short training stint, no matter which coaches or specialists are brought in. In his view, he has faced opponents who tried the same approach before, and it didn't make a difference. Islam believes the gap in grappling is too wide to close with a quick fix.
Насколько ты считаешь, в Грузии ему могут помочь там подтянуть борьбу?
В Грузии. Ну, я не знаю, наверное, какие-то навыки он прибавит. Ну, я тоже не 2-3 месяца борьбой занимаюсь, я всю жизнь боролся. Так что я на это не обращаю внимания. Уже на протяжении последних моих, не знаю, сколько боев кто-то кого-то привлекает, в лагеря, там, зовут там каких-то борцов, там, Оливера какого-то сборника из Ирана привлекал. Эффекта никакого, так что не зря время не терять.
Javier Mendez also analyzes a potential fight between Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry, noting that Garry's unpredictable striking could create flashes of danger while standing, yet he believes the moment the action moves to the ground, Islam takes over, leaving Garry focused on staying safe rather than dictating the pace.
He does well with Islam on the stand-up because he's rangy, he's tricky. All those, but on the ground he doesn't. He does okay, but he doesn't survive on the ground, I don't think. I mean, well, okay, he might survive 5 rounds, but he won't get the best of Islam on the ground. That I'm 100% sure about that. On the stand-up, he's pretty tricky. So one punch can change everything on that. One kick, one punch, one knee, you know. So that's a different story. But on the ground, I don't see him dominating. I see him surviving possibly. So yeah, I could see that. And then the takedown defense that he has is decent, but not great enough to stop Islam from taking him down. But again, you know, sometimes we'll go in there and we'll decide that we're gonna do this with Islam, and next thing you know, next round we'll say, okay, take him down now, or next thing you know, next round we'll go stand up, because he's that good. So we're not looking at going in any specific game plan for anybody because he's good everywhere.
MMA Guru also looks ahead to a potential clash between Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry, predicting Islam would likely make a decision. He notes Garry could make things interesting with some strikes or a strong round, but his power isn't enough to seriously threaten Islam. Fans are reminded not to overhype Garry. He's dangerous, but Islam can handle his offense without losing control.
I'm going to go with Makhachev over Ian Garry by decision, but I think Garry will cut him open and take a round off him or something, you know? Here's all I'm asking from Ian Garry. If you tear Makhachev's ACL or some shit with a stomp, come on, Ian. Lose, but give him something that's going to make him weak and vulnerable for the next one. He is very hittable, though. A lot more than it seems. And he's not as powerful as he seems. Yes or no, chat? The conceptions around Ian Garry's finishing potential is all from the Daniel Rodriguez fight. Head kick rocked him and then finished him off, and all of a sudden it's oh, watch out, anything he throws. You know, he can tag you and put you away. But I think fighters need to start not believing in that anymore.
On the other hand, Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway are all set to clash for the BMF title fight. Charles Oliveira says he'd stand and trade with Max Holloway if the Hawaiian dares to point him down. He explains that he doesn't avoid fights. He looks for them, keeps the pressure on, and hunts his opponents both mentally and physically.
Se ele me chamar no começo do round, no meio do round, não importa, eu vou estar lá. É como eu acabei de falar, é por isso que eu mato as pessoas do coração, eu não fujo da luta, eu procuro a luta. Eu caço o tempo inteiro. Pra mim não faz diferença nenhuma.
Charles Oliveira also believes a win over Max Holloway would put him back in title contention. He feels he brings more excitement than the fighters fighting for the interim belt and promises a show-stopping performance, confident that a victory could make him the next challenger for the championship.
O UFC não é um jogo, né? Você tem que aprender a jogar com ele, senão você vai ficando pra trás. Vamos voltar um pouco. O Topuria tá passando um momento ruim da vida dele ali e ele pediu um momento de poder ficar, né? O Ilia Topuria poder ficar fora. Então a gente tem aí 2 caras que vão lutar pelo cinturão em janeiro.
Interino.
Né? Interino. E aí, 2 meses pra frente, eu luto pelo BMF. Eu acho que, com todo o respeito do mundo, eu vendo muito mais do que os 2 que vão lutar pelo título, tenho muito mais carisma do que os 2 que vão lutar pelo título. Então, querendo ou não, eu já entro com o pé com força ali na beirada.
Né?
O Arman, pra mim, era ele que ia lutar pelo título. O interino ou o linear, um dos 2, na minha mente ali. Porém, eu não sei o que acontece que não colocaram. Então, querendo ou não, eu acho que eu vendo muito mais do que o Arman. Então, se eu vencer, não. Eu vou vencer, vou fazer uma grande luta e eu vou vencer essa luta. E sendo uma grande luta e eu vencendo, eu acho que eu estouro a bolha e eu sou o próximo a disputar o título de novo.
Max Holloway gives major respect to Charles Oliveira, calling him a fully rounded fighter. He notes how much Oliveira's striking has sharpened, often hurting opponents on the feet before locking in submissions. Holloway sees that combination of accurate striking and lethal grappling as what makes Oliveira so dangerous inside the cage.
Oliveira, he's just a killer, you know. I think so, you know, before everybody knows jiu-jitsu even right now, but his striking came a long way. And if you see most of his finishes, a lot of the time, it's not Hail Mary submissions that he's finishing people. He's hurting them on the feet, blocking them, and then getting a submission. So at the end of the day, he's a real mixed martial artist. You know, I saw an interview that he said, you know, the first time we fought, he was jiu-jitsu Oliveira, now he's an MMA Oliveira. I respect that. I agree with that. Come March 7th, though, we get to see, you know, we find out everything, you know?
Max Holloway stays clear and focused on Charles Oliveira, knowing he's a threat in every part of the fight. At the same time, Holloway is committed to his own strategy, pushing the pace, taking control, and delivering a performance that excites the crowd.
Oliveira is Oliveira, man. He's dangerous everywhere. Like I said, striking, dangerous. His jiu-jitsu game, no question about it. I just need to be smart. I need to fight my game plan. I need to go in there, you know, do what I got to do to get my hand raised, and that's what I plan on doing. I plan on going in there, getting in his face. You know, we're on Paramount now. A lot of people are tuning into to these number cards. A lot of viewership is around, so I plan on making new fans come March 7th. I mean, you know, defending the BMF title is awesome, bro. I love it. You know, it's a title. It's a spectacle. Only certain people get to even put their name in this. You know, a lot of people throwing their names in the hat, but not a lot of them are gonna get chosen for it. So at the end of the day, being one of the chosen ones, having the second time to defend this title is amazing, and I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait to show the world what I've been working on, you know, and can't wait to introduce some new fans to the sport. It's gonna be a great one.
Arman Sarukian leans toward Charles Oliveira getting the win over Max Holloway in the BMF fight, though he admits Oliveira can be unpredictable. He wants Oliveira to win so he can get a rematch, feeling he clearly earned the first fight despite the split decision. Sarukian believes he was ahead 2 years ago and now wants a decisive finish to remove any doubt and show the first outcome wasn't a fluke.
Твой прогноз на бой за титул БМФ Оливейра Холлоуэй. Как пройдет бой, кто выиграет?
От боя зависит. Оливейра иногда просто выходит, так плохо дерется, иногда выходит просто там нереально дерется. Непонятно от настроения человека. Так что я все равно больше склоняюсь, что Оливейра сможет выиграть.
Тебе потенциально было бы интересно подраться с победителем, если бы UFC гарантировала, что это будет следующий претендент на пояс?
Да, конечно, было бы интересно подраться. И надеюсь, что Оливейра выиграет. У нас есть предыстория. И сделать реванш. Люди некоторые говорят, что я там сплит decision выиграл, но я считаю, что я выиграл единогласно все раунды, доминировал. И просто зафинишировать его и показать людям, что это не было случайностью, это было реально, что я даже на тот момент, 2 года назад, был выше классом, чем он.
MMA Guru analyzes the lightweight rematch between Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira, giving Oliveira the advantage. He points out that Holloway doesn't carry enough power to threaten Oliveira and may have trouble dictating the early pace. That could force him onto the defensive, giving Oliveira chances to capitalize. Overall, it looks like a fight where Oliveira could make a big statement and hand Holloway one of his rare losses.
Saw someone suggest Holloway versus Oliveira 2 at lightweight. Who do I think would win that? I think Oliveira would win against Holloway at this point. You got to have power to beat Oliveira, in my opinion, and Holloway just doesn't have that pop in his shots. So he couldn't bully Oliveira early on. And I think he would give up. He'd be on the back foot, and he would give up some kind of back position. So I'd go Oliveira, but, you know, that'd be a good one for Oliveira, try and get a loss off of his resume.
Michael Chandler also predicts Max Holloway will come out on top against Charles Oliveira, pointing out that Oliveira is coming off a tough knockout and jumped into camp fast. Chandler is focused on the BMF belt, calling the fight a historic matchup, while preparing for every detail of the brand new venue, even joking about getting used to the unique setting.
I do. I think Max gets the win. I think Oliveira is coming off of a pretty devastating knockout and turned around real quick, jumped into another training camp. And, you know, I got my eyes set on that BMF belt, you know, if Max wins. So we'll see. It is historic. And it's a one-of-one type of event. It will never happen again. Could never happen again, probably. So, it's cool, man. It's a bright future. It's a really, really cool event. It's America's 250th anniversary. So I'm excited about that. So we'll get the matchup set. We'll sign a contract. We'll get our date set. I've already kind of started laying the foundation of a training camp, and I need to start laying the foundation of the visualization of what this thing is going to look like, because the problem is we don't know what the heck it's going to look like. It's going to be a brand new venue, a brand new everything. So I've never fought with the smell of grass clippings. So we'll see. I gotta get some grass and start sniffing some grass.
That wraps up today's video. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.